Hey everybody, DK here on the AT. We are past mile 1200 now in Pennsylvania, and let's see, a week from today, today's July 27th, so a week from today, which is a Wednesday, we should be getting out of Pennsylvania at Delaware Water Gap and into New Jersey. So yesterday, at the end of an 18-mile day, we stopped for a break at this very large campsite next to a river. And while we were sitting there, we talked to a bunch of people, and then Squatch came up, who he's a section hiker, he's doing a film, we had run into him a few times, and so we sat and talked to him for a while, and he told us this great story, and then our other friends showed up, and we decided that we would stay at this really large campsite, even though we kind of wanted to camp in a more secluded woodland area. We stayed and camped anyway. And we had gotten to camp early, so we had an opportunity to do some exploring and check out the area around us, and found some really cool spots. And actually, my two friends, Bubblefoot and Big E, went exploring and found these really awesome spots. And I kind of went off in another direction and played a really cheap red plastic recorder that I bought at the dollar store, and I got really angry at it because it doesn't make any fun noises. Even if you manage to get a melody out, the timbre is so tinny and awful that it's not really a musical instrument at all. But anyway, so when they got back, I was just feeling kind of down, and then the campsite just got continually more and more crowded as people stopped in, because we got there at 3, so at 4 and at 5 and at 6 and at 7, and then at 8 o'clock this huge group of people shows up, and they all seemed very nice, but they were setting up their camp to camp right 2 feet away from us, each of us. So there's just so many people. There's probably 12 people at this site, and then Biggie and Bubblefoot come up to me and they say, "We found this awesome spot. It's getting dark, but do you want to go right now and camp there?" And I said yes. And so we went back, and we definitely seemed like jerks to all the people who had just showed up, because everybody was bonding around the fire and telling stories and whatever, and we hadn't met before. And we just tore down all of our camp in 10 minutes flat and left. We were like, "Sorry guys, we're gonna go camp at this awesome spot. Like, see ya." And we talked about it on the way, and it's like, you definitely come off as a jerk when you do something like that. But when you do that, you end up in a place like this, this huge rock wall against this river, and we're on this cliff up here, built this little fire last night, set up our hammocks and tents over there. It's 7:15 approximately. Nobody has camped here before. We built this fire pit, I just want to say. And it's morning time, and it's gorgeous here, and we would never have had this experience. This, must have been an old bridge. It's in the middle of the forest. Somebody built this huge rock wall, and now it's just dilapidated and off the trail. We're probably 500 yards off the trail right now. And this is existing, and people blow right by it every day. And if we had done what was expected, which is to stay where we had set up camp for the night, because it was easier, or because other people were expecting us to stay, we would have missed out on this. And it just goes to show that it's worth it to pursue your instincts. If you don't feel right about something, who cares if you come off a certain way to people that you'll never see again? Does it really matter? I'm sure you're great. I hope I run into you again and we get to talk in a context that I enjoy, but right now... Hey Bubblefoot! Good morning! How are you feeling about this awesome site?
I was so happy to wake up and take a piss right off that rock.
That must have been freeing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the camera can't hear what you're saying because you're talking so softly, but it sounds really awesome to me.
That's good. I'm pretty happy that you didn't hear that.
Yeah, so we had a really awesome little fire here with just the three of us last night, and it just kind of symbolizes for me that the second half of this hike is going to be a little bit different. You know, the first half was very social, and you get swept up in the fun of it, and this half, I think, I'm going to do the things that I want to do, regardless of who wants to do them with me, and that includes camping in spots that you have to work a little bit to find, you know, like this one. You know, there are less miles left than I have hiked already, and that's a thought. You know, up until this point, there's been an almost indefinite amount of miles, and every day you just try to do as many as you can to take a chip out of it. And now, more and more, it's going to be, okay, there are X many miles left. There are 200 miles left. How many of those do I want to take away from what I have left today? So I know I'm going to want to slow down and take my time and really appreciate this experience while it's still going. So we're trying to make a few miles now so that we can afford to slow down later before Katahdin, before Baxter Park closes. Like I said, it's June 27th, July 4th coming up fast, and we're going to get moving because we've got a lot to do today. It's going to be a great day.